Hi, welcome back to Vola Tv, the first regular programme of Vola TV since the October holiday. I'm delighted that I'm joined today by one of our third year students, Julia Ward. Welcome, Julia.
Hiya.
Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more later on in the programme about a reading challenge that's going on in the school at the minute, and Julia is going to tell us a wee bit about that. But before we start, I just wanted to reflect a little bit on our award ceremony last week. I hope you've had a chance to catch it. The award ceremony was posted as a Vola TV special, so although it's really difficult at the moment to do what we usually do and get parents and families in to enjoy an award ceremony in the school, we ran a virtual award ceremony this year that was organised by Mrs. Palin, one of our deputy head teachers, and it was absolutely fantastic, I have to say. So if you've not seen it yet, tune into YouTube, to our YouTube channel, and please have a watch of the special Vola TV session, where you'll get a chance to see all of the great achievements that our senior school had over the last year or so. Another little bit of news before we go on to talking about the reading challenge. Delighted to announce that the school now has a school shop on the website, and that we've gone entirely cashless through Parent Pay. So I know most of you will be using this already. If you're not using it yet, please get in touch with the school if you've got any questions. Please phone the school office 01389 777 000, and we'll help you out if you're having any difficulty with that. But the school's now completely cashless. Things like school trips, gear that you might need in the school, and of course, most commonly, school lunches, all that sort of thing you can get now on Parent Pay. So hopefully a wee bit more convenient for you. But if you need any help at all, just get in touch with us. Now, the reading challenge, we've got a bit here, the read feed, and we've heard a wee bit about this from Bel Sorrell in previous programmes. And I know that you've got some information to give us about the read feed, so and about the wider First Minister's Reading Challenge. So why don't you tell our audience a little bit about it?
The read feed it's organised by Miss McEwen, and it's basically a newsletter about reading in books. There's a creative writing competition in it this week where you could win a £10 Amazon gift card, so that's pretty good. There's a teacher interview as well. This week's by Mr. Carey, and at the end there's puzzles and games as well.
Okay, so it's about promoting reading for enjoyment as much as anything else. Brilliant. How do you feel? You're a reader yourself, Julia?
Yeah.
Great, enjoy reading. Good. And do you think it helps you in terms of what goes on in school?
I think you can definitely see a difference from when you start reading a bit more. You can start seeing the words that you use in your writing develop a bit more, I think.
Right, okay. And we all know that words are so important, don't we?
Yeah.
They really are. What about, is this just English that it's helping you with, or?
No, it's every subject. History, like when I'm doing my tests in history, like it helps for that, it helps for everything really.
Great, and it's all about communication, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's absolutely terrific. I'm pleased that you're enjoying that. Yeah. And this is something that's happening throughout the English department at the moment?
Yeah.
Brilliant, great, excellent. How often does Read Feed come out? Is it monthly or is it?
I'm sure it's monthly.
Great.
I think it's monthly, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic, excellent. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
Great. Moving on, another thing we want to talk about, as we do most weeks in Vola TV, is the health and safety of all in our school community. And something we just wanted a bit of a plea for help to everyone at home, and that's about face masks. Now, I'm delighted to report that the vast majority of our students now are coming in every morning wearing face masks, and actually they're being incredibly helpful, because we're finding when we stand at the front door in the morning to welcome students to school that actually, as they round the bend at the cycle huts, before they get to the front door, they're already putting their masks on and they're getting prepared for school. But something that we're a wee bit worried about is the fact that we are still handing out quite a lot of the paper masks each day. Now, big concern for us, an environmentally conscious school, is the amount of waste that goes on when we're handing out paper masks. And you're seeing that, aren't you, Julia?
Oh yeah, just paper masks on the floor sometimes that I see.
Yeah. So just a plea to everyone, if you can bring a cloth mask to school. Now, of course, we'll have paper masks if anyone forgets, and we get that, you know, people do forget occasionally. But if you could bring a cloth mask to school, and if you can make sure that we're cutting down on litter, and that we're cutting down on having to hand out these masks, it's not just the cost of them, but it's also the environmental impact. We know that we want to cut down on waste as much as we possibly can. Now, can you believe this is I think our 11th week back at school, Gillian? I know, it's incredible, isn't it? Absolutely incredible. Now, we are absolutely thrilled at how well everyone's working since we've come back, but I've got a really good bit of news. We had attendance on Monday this week of just under 91.5%. Now, we really push ourselves to get up to 92%, but that's the highest attendance that we've had since since the schools closed for the Great Lockdown back in March. So I'm really thrilled. Now, are you seeing that reflected in a real determination for people to get into class and do well?
Yeah, I think there was a point where the classes were very small, and it was kind of, we had to go over stuff over and over again, and it was just like a redo of what we kind of missed.
Sure.
But now I think it's heads down. I think it's more
great. Focused and learning. Brilliant, and that's the business we're in, isn't it? That's what we're all about, students and teachers. So that's really great. That's great feedback, Julie. Well, that's all for us in Vola TV this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next week. Thank you for joining me.